what is Hiragana? So a lot of American people would say Hiragana. Please don't. If you're learning Japanese, then you should pronounce things the right way, because if you go to a Japanese person and say, I'm learning Hiragana, they might not understand. Maybe they will because they're used to American speaking or trying to speak Japanese, but please try to pronounce it in a way that Japanese people would. So Hiragana, Hiragana, Hiragana. Hiragana are a type of Japanese character. They're sort of like Japanese alphabet. So again, they're sort of like, we prefer speaking about a writing system rather than alphabet. That each hiragana character is used to represent a sound. That means that by learning hiragana characters, you also learn basic Japanese pronunciation. In essence, remembering hiragana is the first step to learning Japanese. Historically speaking, hiragana comes from the kanji, from the Chinese characters, because back in the days, it was the only writing system. It used to be Chinese characters simplified in a more cursive way, and it gave the hiragana. So that's the chart, that's the table of all the hiragana. There are 46 basic hiragana in total, typically represented in these 10 columns. So once you know the structure, it's going to be very easy and intuitive for you to learn the whole thing. So the first column consists of 5 vowels. A, I, U, E, O. So the rest of the hiragana pair one of these vowels with a consonant sound. Take a look at the second column. So that's the thing. K, S, T, etc. So A, I, U, E, O. Then we have Ka, Ki, Ku, Ke, Ko. And then Sa, Shi, Su, Se, So. Ta, Chi, Tsu, De, To. Na, Ni, Nu, Ne, No. Ha, Hi, Fu, He, Ho. Ma, Mi, Mu, Me, Mo. Then Ya, You, Yo. So there's no yi or ye. Then da, ri, ru, de, ro. And then these are special characters. Well, wa is wa, and this is o. Sometimes some people might pronounce it o, but it's o. And then like an n, like closed n. Okay? So that's it. Akasata na hamayara wa okosoto no homoyoro or homoyoro o. Sometimes you'll finish it with the other o. If you paid attention, so people who are beginners might make the mistake. In Japanese, ti doesn't exist. It's chi, tu doesn't exist either. So it's tachitsu. So this you really have to be careful. And so sometimes I hear people say, oh, I'm learning Japanese, and they say tatitu teto, then I know that they haven't been studying in detail or nobody told them that ti doesn't exist. Oh, actually, same here. Si doesn't exist in Japanese, so it's going to be shi. So if you want to have a Japanese accent while speaking in English, then all the si you can replace by shi. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Shi and not si, chi and not ti, and tsu and not tu. And fu, if you listen carefully, I'm not saying fu. I'm saying hu, because I hear a lot of people saying fu. Ha, hi, fu, he, ho. So that's it for the pronunciation. Now, one thing that's very important is the stroke order. You have to respect the direction, otherwise it's not proper, it's not right. And it's usually going to be from left to right and from top to bottom. And then you have like things like that, swirls and circles. Also, what's wonderful about this book, if you want to print it, you have exercises sheets. So basically you can just use a pen and go over it. And what you can see here is that the character has to be centered. So there is a square here and it has to be right in the middle of the square. Languages that use the Roman alphabet, you can write in cursive, so you can attach all the letters. But in Japanese, don't do that. Every character has to be in its own box. And the more you'll get used to it, the more you'll get used to writing so that it fits a line and that each character has its own space in the square. They give you mnemonics to help you memorize and learn. In Romaji, right? A. Romaji can also be useful if you type on a computer or on a phone. Some people use that type of keyboard. So you type in Romaji and you would find the hiragana or the kanji. Just to keep in mind that some people do use the Romaji for writing purposes. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know with a thumbs up or in the comments. And don't forget to share and subscribe to support this channel. それではまた!